Friends, would you like to wager a guess on what you think the most physically demanding thing in the world to do is? Well, whatever it is you guessed, you're probably wrong. I'm just gonna assume. The answer is actually riding a 1-foot ramp on your BMX for like 2 hours with your friend when you only have this much headroom. It's like doing 150,000 deadlifts, but you're having so much fun doing you don't know, and then the next morning comes around and you're like, I love it. The simplest way to overcome it, I think, is go to the fast-moving, snow-covered trails on this thing. Yeah, my car is still covered in snow. Have you seen the price of gas? The cost of mountain biking has skyrocketed.
Looks like everybody else had the same idea. Dan. Elliot.
Lee! Hey.
The old tree! I've been riding the shed ramp. So we hop over it? Oh God. Oh my. Oh my. Oh God. What's going on? Oh. Do it. No. No. You want me to keep rolling on this? It's still rolling.
Oh, she cut it. You know, this bike I like. And while I wanted to leave this thing in stock form for as long as my short attention span will allow, after today's ride, probably my 10th ride on it, I'm ready to start tinkering. I want to change some stuff on this, but most notably, I want to officially put this thing out of its misery and retire it, you know, just retire it. Even though the Merino's not here, I'm gonna put the parts from this onto the Breezer, and that thing is going to be a hang. I might even play around with the idea of single speeding it if I have a 16-tooth cog. So as always, before we do a big change to a bike, we have to get our before shots. I think my most sensible course of action here, and tell me if I'm wrong, though it won't matter because I'm doing it anyway, is to deal with the wheels and tires first, because there's like a cush core in there. It's going to fight me, and if I can get that done, everything else should just be like done. Put the Romero on the front. It is an aggressive all-condition enduro trail tire with a lightweight supple casing, an outstanding grip and longevity, as compared to the Aliso, which is described as a softer and loose condition enduro trail tire. So, aggressive all-condition trail tire tells me more grip, aggressive in the front. Softer and loose means good traction in the rear when you're putting power down. I'm gonna turn the heat off in here for this. I know what's gonna happen. Here we go. Oh, okay, that's promising. That's promising. Okay, get it over the valve. Okay, so now, no. Okay. Oh, this is not gonna be bad. Not bad at all. Yeah. It's on. It's on. It's on. It took 8 minutes. Tire install went way, and I mean way better than I thought it would, but I gotta do a little quick maths. This is set at 150 mils travel right now, putting smaller wheels on a 29er bike, so to get the bottom bracket height to land where I kind of want it to be. So the breezer is going to get lowered by about 19, 20 millimeters by going to the 27.5 wheels from the 29s. Breezer on their website says this bike is all set, like very capable for running a 100 millimeter fork. Therefore, if I set this at like 120, 130, I think that will make up for all the difference and kind of put it where it like kind of wants to be. Quick maths. Is it right? I don't know. I had my 10 mil in my hand. So I only have 2 travel reducers set at 150 right now, so 140, 130. So this thing's gonna be set at 130. I would have liked to do 120, but beggars can't be choosers. Okay, all the prep work, it is done. Fork set to 130 mils travel, tires are on the wheels. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of stuff with rotor sizing, but I'm not worried about it. It's gonna be fine. I can kind of just start taking the fork off of this, putting the fork from this onto this, hopefully not losing any headset parts, and I did find a 16 tooth cog. So I think I am gonna try the single speed thing just for a little bit, but also the 12 speed Dior that's on this bike, it's micro spline, so I can't really run the 12 speed Dior that's on here with the new wheels because it's Hyperglide free head body. So for the rear, because the wheel is not boost, I've got a boost adapter and this 160 mil rotor. I've thrown the 180 mil rotor from the rear to the front. That'll make everything work. This is cool! This turned out exactly as I pictured it in my head. I figured it would look cool, because steel bikes always look cool. But yeah, definitely right there in the expectation range. I know, don't type it, don't say it. I know. Yes, the stack here, it is ridiculous. But you have to keep in mind that this setup, this is temporary. This is not the Breezer's final form. This bike's gonna end up wearing 29-inch wheels again. It might be 12 speed again. Who knows? It's definitely gonna eventually get the Fox factory fork from the Schwinn because it's got such a short steer tube that it's gonna be kind of the only head tube bike that I own that's gonna be able to run it. And it is 29. So this will get, just don't type in the comments, you need to cut this fork. This fork's going on the Merino. Hey, I don't have to explain myself. Anyway, this looks sick. The chain that I put on is like super stretched and worn out. So it does hang a little loose. Thinking about doing a half link because I've got lots of half links here. Besides that, I just want to ride the damn thing. I rode up and down the driveway a little bit, but now I'm just kind of like, why can't it be dry and spring and all that good stuff so I can just kind of like ride it, and it's not. So what am I supposed to do? And anyway, here I am just rambling at the end of the video.